She played the fiddle in a Polish band, fell in love with this American, kissed her on the cheek and I grabbed her by the hand. I said, baby, I just wanna dance.
We're here today to start the new bonsai vineyards. Hey guys, happy quarantine. Welcome back to the Holy Joe Rock and Roll Bonsai Kitchen, baby. Today I'm going to be talking about Polish grapes into Polish wine. Now, as you know from this series, I can't remember now, I think it was 2010, I planted Cabernet Sauvignon grapes in Lublin. And in 2016, my in-laws made the first wine, and it was amazing. There wasn't that much of it, but it was amazing. Now, in September of 2019, so last year, we got the next big harvest because 2017 and 2018 were bad years because of the frost and everything. Didn't get a lot of grapes, but 2019, so 9 years later from when I planted it, we got a really good crop. We got two big baskets full of grapes. So one basket I got to make wine with, the other basket my wife got to make wine with. I don't know what she's doing with it. I mean, whatever. She did something with it, but we won't discuss that. I'll just talk about what I did. So what I did is on September, I'll give you the dates and times and stuff like that. On 25th of September, 2019, I took the grapes, I destemmed them, put them in a big pot. I heated it up a little bit and to crush it down. I wanted to crush the grapes. I did rinse the grapes because I just wanted to get any kind of bird crap and stuff like that off the grapes. Some people say you're not supposed to rinse it because you remove the natural yeast, but I knew I was going to add yeast, so anyhow. And it wasn't a lot of gunk on them, but there was a little bit, and whatever. So I did rinse them off. I heated them up just a little bit, didn't boil or anything like that, but as I warmed up the grapes as I crushed them in a big pot, okay? I added a half a kilogram of sugar because what I got was I would say I got about 8 liters of grapes and liquid, and including the sugar. And I put that in a big 10-liter vial or container. Then about 3 days later, so that was on the 25th of September, is when I started everything, and I just let everything sit in the container. And then I don't even think I don't think I put an air lock on it at that point. So for like 3 days, it just sat there. The grapes sat with an open container. It was something like this, but bigger, right? So the lid was off, but just covered so no bugs could get in. Anyhow, I digress. Anyway, so 3 days later, on the 28th, I added 7 grams of brewer's yeast and 10 grams of yeast nutrition. And it was from this company. It might have been a different actual yeast, but it was this yeast nutrition, okay? And whatever. So that's what I added. Mix it all around. I don't even think I didn't even, I might have hydrated the grapes, the yeast a little bit, like poured a little bit of wine out, poured a little bit of grape juice out. I don't even remember doing that. I probably did though. Then I put the airlock on it. So on the September 28th, I put the airlock on it, and it fermented, did its normal thing, started bubbling up, put the airlock on it, one of these, and it did its thing for after about 30 days of fermenting. So it had to have been October the 25th. October the 25th. That makes more sense. Probably 30 days of fermenting because it'll take about a day or two before it starts bubbling, and then it'll bubble for 2-3 weeks. And so about 30 days later, then I put it in what did I actually do? Yeah. Oh, then I moved everything. I took out the grapes that were fermenting, and I put it into a 5-liter bottle like this, and squeezed out all the grapes. So the whole grapes sat, and fermented for the first 30 days. Then after that, I took the grapes juice out, squeezed the grapes, and you had a nice grape colored juice. And then that went into this bottle, 5 liter. So I got about, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, approximately almost 5 liters of actual juice, not quite, almost. To that, I added just a half a cup of sugar and a little bit of water. I think I probably added some water to the sugar so it would mix in quicker. I also added 2 milliliters of a clarifier. I put the airlock back on it, and then, so that's October 25th, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 5, 6, so 7 months later, 6.5 months later, is when I actually bottled it, and I want to show you the results. So I got, from that 5 liters of juice, I got almost, oh yeah, I got just about 4.5 liters of beverage, okay? And I want to show you what it's gonna look like. Look at that. Looks like wine, smells like wine. Smells, it's fruity. This is not a, real wine glass, but you can see the lines. Can you see the lines? Does it got long legs? It's not that sweet. It's Cabernet Sauvignon. It's kind of dry, and that's how I like it. I like dry wines. It's pretty good. I mean, it's drinkable. It's very tasty. Now remember, this is Cabernet Sauvignon grown in Lublin area of Poland, which is northeast. It doesn't have as good a weather as Krakow might have. I'm trying to think, did I add any other grapes to this? I would have recorded it. This is a big basket of the Polish grapes. Now, to compare, this is some. Is this Cabernet? This is Cabernet. Yeah, so this is Cabernet. Should be said Cabernet Sauvignon. This is from northern Italy. And just want to compare. Okay, the Italian one is a little bit darker. Does it have longer lines? Maybe. I don't know. The Italian one is good. And they are both good. I honestly, this is a bottle from Vicenza area. Cantina Colli Versattini. And it cost about €2, so $2.50 is what I paid for it. Not even at the time, so it's like €9, 9 zlotys, 10 zlotys. Oh, 10 zlotys. That's from Italy. That's from northern Italy. Okay, Vicenza is close to Venice. It's about an hour north west of Venice is Vicenza. That was a good cheap wine. Honestly, I think mine tastes a little bit better. That's a good one, and for €2, when I first bought some, it was like 180, 190. It's excellent value, and obviously they can make huge quantities. I cannot. I only made just over 4 liters from my stuff. I don't know what my wife. She has approximately the same amount. She did it a different technique, and I'm curious to see how that turned out. I guess we'll find out maybe on Wednesday when she gets back home. But I just want to say, folks, if you are even thinking about making wine, and you are anywhere in the world where you think you can grow grapes, grow some grapes, grow some wine. It takes a few years, many years to get some a large amount, especially if you're not in a super warm climate. But based upon my experience, in 2016 we had a great year. I told you my in-laws made the wine. In 2019 we had a really good year. I made some wine. This is really awesome. Wait, this is the Italian one. Yeah, that's the Italian one. It's good. It's good. Okay, wow. I mean, it's hard to. I guess I'm numbed up. It's hard to tell the difference. I mean, there is a difference. Mine maybe has a little bit more fruity, maybe a little bit more earthy. Mine might even be stronger. This is what? This is 12% alcohol from the Italians. Mine actually might be a little bit more, at least 12%. But it is definitely possible. It's definitely doable. It is so amazing. It's so, what do you call it? What's the word? It's so amazing, satisfying when you can do this. And anybody can do this, man. Once you plant the grapes, some will die, some will grow strong. Those are the ones that are going to produce the most. Just keep it going and enjoy yourselves. Have fun making the wine. All wine is grape juice. Well, grapes and grape juice, because you want the skins in there. Some sugar, if you need it, right? Yeast and an airlock in a sealed container. That's all you need to make wine. It is that simple. I've also made hard apple cider. Same process. It's so simple. Guys, try it. All right. Holy Joe Rock and Roll coming at you, live and unscripted. So proud of this. Very rare. Only my closest friends will get a chance to try this because they're in quarantine. I'll try to save one of you guys something to try, but I'm gonna drink most of this. I'm gonna give some to my in-laws, and that's all I can give you. That's all I can say. But try it, people. Try it. You're gonna love it. All right. Holy Joe Rock and Roll reminding you to always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain.
She played the fiddle in a Polish band, fell in love with this American, kissed her on the cheek and I grabbed her by the hand. I said, baby, I just wanna dance.